welcome back. Today I am going to give you a walkthrough and a step-by-step guide on how to transfer villagers from one village to another. Now this is something that some will say is not possible, but there is one way to do it, and you have to kind of set things up ahead of time. Alright, so what we're going to do is first you're going to want to set up what I refer to as a villager trap type village. Alright, I've created a couple of them around my world. Here's one down here. There's one right here where I'm located. Couple others, but they're slightly different, and I'll explain that a little bit later. So again, first step, build a villager trap village. And what this is going to do is going to allow villagers to arrive to your village. What I would recommend is leveling that village up to at least level 5. And what that does is it allows the rare explorers to start exploring and coming to your village. And once you have a villager that you want in a specific village, obviously request that he stays at your village. And the second step is to have them explore with you. So now Midas is exploring with me. So keep in mind, when you are transferring villagers, you will be removing this village completely. So any other villagers that are living in this village will disappear. They'll be gone and you will not have them anymore. You'll have to get them again. That's why I do set up this villager trap. Once I have a villager that I want at a specific village, I relocate them immediately. Okay, so the third step after having them follow you is to talk to the village totem, and you're going to want to remove village. Again, only do this if you're okay with your other villagers being removed as well. Okay, the villager that's following you will not be removed. So remove village. This will give you all of the materials back, and Midas is still following me. So real quick, I will rebuild this village and re-upgrade it, waiting for the next villager to stumble upon and stay the night. So if you look here, there is no one staying in this village. Alright, so after you remove the village and the villager is still following you, we will move on to the final step. And that is to relocate that villager. Now there's a couple ways you can do this. In this instance, Midas is a villager that I do have a specific village in mind for him, and so I will travel to that village. This step can vary depending on whether you have a village you're going to be moving them to. Again, in this case, I know which village I want Midas to go to. However, there is another way to relocate that villager and kind of hold on to them until you're ready to relocate them to a specific village, and I will go over that here shortly. Alright, so for this last step, you're going to want to prepare the village. In this case, you're going to want to make sure you have a bed for that new villager to sleep in. So what we can do, I don't know if I have the materials. I do not. I think I took all the materials. So I'm going to want to gather the materials needed to set this village up to host our new villager. Okay, so let's get back over here. And so in this case, let me just show you. This village, I've been setting up to have the shoreline villagers. Beach Jewels is going to have Midsummer Midas, and then I'm going to have Jewels over here as well. So just until I really build this village up, I'm just going to make sure that I have a bed for Midas. And I should have one open slot. I do need to make some more room for villagers in the future, but go talk to Midas. Ask him to join my village. Make yourself at home, Midas. And now, as you see, Midas is here in this new village. Let's talk jobs, Midas. So if you haven't noticed, one thing that I started doing the other night was setting each of my villages up to work on one specific thing. In this case, this shore, they're working on textiles. I will need to go create another loom for Midas later, but I try to have at least one working station for each of my villagers. That way they're not sitting around waiting, and I'm not sure that it slows up the progress at all, but just to be on the safe side, it's not a whole lot of materials. It doesn't really bother me to just make a workstation for each of them. So, alright, now that we've relocated him, let me show you. If I did not have a village ready to go for that villager, I have created these kind of temporary villages for villagers that I want to move to a village, but it's not there yet. In the future, I will be creating kind of a restaurant, food station type village, and I will have Tomato Head and Beef Boss both at that village, and they both stumbled upon one of my villages, and I trapped them and relocated them, and I moved them to this temporary village where basically there is a totem, maybe a house, and a bed, and maybe a workstation. That way, he's not just standing around. And that's it. He's just kind of in limbo until I get that other village going. I have him. And I have another villager that's kind of just waiting for me to build the village that I intend on having them in. Let's go. And what I've done is I've kind of created these temporary hold villages close to my main village. That way I can get them quickly. So here's Beef Boss. Who's this coming up here? Sunflower. There will be another village that I have her in, but that can wait. She's a pretty common villager. So again, here, Beef Boss is just kind of waiting around. So that's really all I have for you today. If you have any questions, feel free to list them down in the comments. I will be keeping an eye on those. Definitely please leave a thumbs up if you like this video or if it helped you in any way. My next video, I will be showing off my main village here, the plans I have for it, and the system of that I use to store materials. Alright, thank you so much. Hope to see you again. Have a great day.